Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all well out there. Today's reading is going to be what are their true intentions. You have got 3 powers. You've got the deer. You've got luxury. No, I keep saying that. You've got luxury matches. They're all luxury matches. That's a tiger. It's just got that written up there and the other ones don't. And then you've got the hare. So 1 deer, 2 tiger, and 3 the hare. So 1, 2, 3. If you want to make your choice, then we'll get going.
La música de Harry Frog.
Okay, pile number 1. I don't think this is going to be a long read because it feels quite simple to me, but it may not be. This is what I think I can see. This person's true intentions with where they want to go with you, to me, feels like they want control of themselves. You've got the Emperor and the Hierophant at the beginning. To me, the Emperor is somebody who has a strong personality, is quite driven, quite strong boundaries, doesn't like people to make them look stupid. The Hierophant there again makes me think of boundaries, makes me think of some way of restriction, and makes me think of it's like trying to get information and form it to pass it on in some way. So with regards to a relationship, this is trying to intake information, to understand it and to control it. This is what it feels like to me. You've got Jupiter and the 7 of Wands over here as a helping couple of cards here for your person's personality. So that to me is somebody that wants to expand but control again at the same time. Behind you, you've got 2 possibly Jupiterian cards. The Knight of Wands could be the Temperance is. And that has got something to do with life lessons. So this guy or this lady or this man is quite astute with regards to how they function in relationships and they function in life in general. This is somebody who's quite intelligent with regards to the energy they put out, how they want to be seen, and how they want the relationship to move. This is not somebody that flops through life wondering what's coming towards them. This is somebody who makes plans and sees them out to the end and gets what they want out of it. The Knight of Wands is somebody, this energy makes me think of, and I've said this before, of, people that work really hard but play really hard as well. It's that type of feeling here. But the Jupiter here, the Temperance card at the bottom is like a feeling of taking note of how he or she is acting in regards to life in general and in relationships. It's like somebody who question themselves a lot with regards to their actions, but still has a compulsive need to do something. It's control and compulsion to me. And I wonder whether the Jupiter card and the Knight of Wands, whether in past relationships this person may have got themselves into trouble with regards to jumping into physical situations or giving out too much of their heart in the past, where this control may come into play in this relationship. I don't know. I don't know whether you're together at the moment with the World card there, because that can mean lots of different things. It can also mean an online relationship. It could mean distance in the relationship, or it could mean that you're separate at the moment. And I feel this guy is going to win out. I keep saying guy, I don't know. It could be lady. Ladies and guys, guys and dolls. Oh, what am I talking about? It could be with the Knight of Pentacles here that with regards to trying to temper his natural nature, he's winning. He's actually going to, or she's actually going to come towards you as the tortoise rather than the hare. It's like slow and steady wins the race here with the Queen of Pentacles at the end. What you will get from this person and this person's intentions are to come towards you with a reflection on who they are, where they've been in the past, what they're prepared to give now, and what they're going to give you, or what you're going to get from this person, I think has got genuine sweet intentions of moving slowly, and a struggle with their inner nature to make sure that they do that in a proper way. So this is quite a solid pile here, and they're coming across in the situation surrounding as the Six of Cups. So this makes me think that this person has some sort of, and nostalgia is always the word used with this card, some sort of sweet connection with you where you feel familiar and you feel like them. It's like they can recognise parts of themselves in you and it makes them feel at ease. You're coming across as probably relating more to the fire energy behind. It's like you want this to start moving physically. This person's making sure that they take it slow and cover all bases. And maybe this is what the juggling card is here, because you've got fire, and I know the Emperor is Aries, isn't it? But Aries, I think, can be more focused than controlled, I suppose. Yeah, that's probably what I mean. Aries, when they want something, they're going to do it, and they're going to carry on doing it until they get where they want to be, possibly. Tenacity may not be part of that. But the Hierophant card here, to me, is control. It's control with an eye on the prize here. And this is like juggling this part of their personality with this. So this person's intentions towards you, I think, are admirable, because there's control of themselves here. There's slow and steady wins the race here with the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and this is offering something towards you that can actually flourish, can actually be something rather than pie in the sky. You know, fire behind here can possibly just be pie in the sky, it could be passion that doesn't last, but this person has good intention towards you to make something practical of this situation and to connect with you in what I guess is a proper connection, as in to share experiences here with the Six of Cups. Not just, you know, like a one-night stand, because this could have happened in this person's past. And if there is distance, I think it may be worrying you more than them, because with this mindset here, this pentacle mindset, this person's prepared to play the long game to get towards you. And it makes me think of a rugby person, a rugby guy, and this is probably going to be very prejudiced. This is probably very prejudiced, but when I used to be in college, the rugby guys were wild. You know, not all of them, of course, but they have got a wild reputation of, you know, heavy drinking, playing hard, and lots of different girlfriends and lots of disgusting things, which I won't go into. I normally would, but I'm trying to be a bit more self-contained here, of experiences that I've experienced in college. But you know, when they go out, they're always dressed up to the nines, and they always wear their suits out. And I think, well, I just find that energy doesn't go together. You don't go poo in your bed and then dressing up in a suit. To me, that doesn't go together in my mind. But this has got this feeling here that this guy may have been a bit wild in the past, or this lady may have been a bit wild in the past, but now has decided to pull out their, I was going to say lady bits. I didn't mean that. I was trying to use both sexes there. Their gentleman part and their lady bits. Yeah. So anyway, to sum this up and move on quickly, I think this person's intentions towards you are genuine and steady, and they've worked on themselves to get there, so they don't offer you something fluffy that you can't actually hold on to. It feels like this person wants to move forward to you and is prepared to change their personality in some way to make it work, or at least put on the best parts of their personality. It feels that they want to connect with you. There's a feeling here of wanting to share emotions with you. There's a feeling here of wanting to, it's like a tender feeling here. To back this down, to come out with this one here, makes me think of there's a tenderness towards you and this connection. And if there's distance, it feels like this may come to an end, and you may actually, not in an altogether exciting way, you know, one that you can rely on. It doesn't have to be, will you be this? It's more a case of, let's get together, and they mean it. And it feels like fun. And this gentleman, this man, this lady, I don't know who or what, feels like fun. But is going to come towards you with, I guess, a a mature head on their shoulders. I'm going to leave that there, pile number 1. I hope that makes sense, and thank you for sharing your time. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. This has got a feeling of somebody who I always stop to look at the cards and then I can't wait to look at them, so I start talking. This has got a feeling initially of somebody who struggles with themselves, probably with the connection. This may have, if this rings true, that you're stop-start or this person has hurt you in some way. This is probably your pile here. The reason I'll go through the cards here, because if it's not straightforward, I have to pick my way through the cards rather than just talking about them. You've got the Page of Cups straight away, which is at the bottom of the, basically it's the beginning of the square, which is an offer. So you obviously have this person has expressed their feelings towards you in some way, or has made you feel as if they're attracted towards you in some way. And then it's ended with the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords here. So this is like stop-start already. Then you've got behind them a person who I think is trying to understand situations. You know, what should they do? Should they come forward? Should they go backwards? They're trying to integrate your personality with their personality, trying to understand where they fit in this relationship. This could be, you know, it feels like it's complicated. It feels like things have started, stopped, and it feels quite painful to me, because you've got the Sun card up here with regard to their intentions. They want to be open, they want to be clear, they want to just express themselves towards you. But the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups next to it, has got a feeling of there's like always like loss, there's something left, let's get back together again, and it hurts and it's painful. So this to me is confusing with regards to their intentions to them. It's confusing to them. And then it progresses into the Seven of Swords. So I'm thinking that sneaky backdoor man, you know, is this a relationship that's hidden in some way? And the Death card, again, it's ended. So this is what I'm thinking, and I'm guessing it won't ring true for everybody, but it may be just a feel to a situation. If a relationship has started here, and this is trying to move on to their intentions, that in some way isn't straightforward and is making people possibly question morals, their morals, you know, whether they should move forward with this. This is what this person is feeling, and their intentions are to be clear about something and in some way cut the relationship off. And I think they may have tried it many times in the past. You're coming out here as trying to look like a methodical way to work yourself through this relationship. This person's obsessed with you very strongly. There's a very strong connection to you from this person. And it feels almost, not subliminal, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word, where you're drawn to something, but you probably will be able to help me out. You're drawn to something and you just can't help it. It's not obsessive, it's more covert in some ways. I don't even use the right words. It's intense and you feel like you can't talk about it and you can't sort it out. And there's a word for it somewhere, I'm sure. And it's causing conflict. It's causing conflict with regard to both of you. And the situation is like stopping, starting, and in a smaller way, this may not be like, you know, third party. It doesn't have to be that. It could be even a relationship that's just difficult to get together. There could be, I don't see distance, but there could be distance between the pair of you, and you're both trying and it didn't work, and you both try again and it didn't work, and so that's where the stop starts coming. But this person's intentions towards you are genuine. This person's got a huge attraction towards you and wants to express their emotions towards you, which is basically what it all sums up as. They just don't know how to keep the flow. They don't know, because of circumstances behind this situation maybe, they don't know how to express themselves openly towards you and for it to keep moving in a very positive way. Because it's like, there's so much going on in this person's head. And I think through experiencing this relationship, it's they're overthinking it. and every time it starts it feels like it's meeting a dead end possibly, and it's beginning to it's feeling hard, but your person comes across as quite strong. You've got the Sun card here, you've got the Devil card here. Those two together is like shining in a mundane world. It's like shining in the mud. You know, you're basically dragged to the bottom of a relationship where you feel like you can't breathe, you can't express yourself, or else you're going to come across as a bit too intense. And then you've got the Sun card here. It's like this person's struggling to get their head out of the mud to give you the Ace of Cups. It's like, you know, what's the hand that comes out of the lake? Is it Arthur? I'm so rubbish with mythology. And it's like the cup coming out of the lake, and that's like a peace offering, and that's like an offer of love and a relationship, but struggle behind it. So this person's intentions are true. They are struggling in this relationship in some shape or form to be able to integrate their personality into the situation. Genuine intentions. I don't think you're together at the moment, because the Ten of Wands with the Death card there, something could have happened as well that has hurt both of you in this relationship, because there's loss here. This has got a feeling, it feels quite sad in some way. It feels like kids that when they were young were open and expressive in some way, and they have learned through life processes to hide their true personalities, and it becomes muddled and complicated when it shouldn't be with the Sun here. And this guy's intentions, this girl's intentions towards you are to express themselves, I think, with the Ace of Cups, and to reveal their inner nature, but there's fear here with the Devil. It's like, no, I can't do that because it's tripped me up in the past. It doesn't have to be this relationship with you. It could be past relationships. It's like people that are burnt and they don't want it the second time round. And, like, you know, almost like a self-protective situation between the pair of you. But the pull is strong. It's just a stop-start feel here. And it does feel a bit like, it feels like a sweet nature that is entrenched with regards to how their affections towards you, they're very strong and they can't get away from it. But there's also a feeling here that this person really wants us to reveal their inner self to you, but there's something going on in the background here that feels fearful with regards to doing that. But their intentions is to get out of a trench. I said trench, yeah. It's to get out of the mud. The Death and the Devil card is to, you also expect the Judgment card here. It's like with the Ace of Cups, it's to give this relationship a second chance in a more open way. To be honest with this, I don't normally give advice because I don't feel that I can. I don't feel that I was going to say mature enough. I certainly don't feel mature enough to give advice. But with the Sun card here, if there was any advice in this, it's like to live as if you were babies in some way, as if you were open and not babies, but kids, like kids are when they are just open and expansive and expressive and not fearful because they haven't been knocked down by life's trials and tribulations too many times, and to speak your truth and show your emotions, I guess, in this part. It feels sad, but it feels sad as in it's sad. It's almost like, those films you get where you see the character battered at the beginning. And the film I'm thinking of is one called Bullhead, and this is going to be too far-fetched, but this young boy, I can't remember his name, attractive man, I think he's from Belgium. Anyway, it's a hard film. It's a film about don't know, I'm telling you this, I'll say it quickly. It's a film about a young boy who's playing, some rough kid comes and smacks his testicles onto a rock and basically crushes them. So the rest of his life, he's a farmer, he's looking after bulls, he starts taking the testosterone of the bull's testosterone. So not only does he become really sort of hunky and big and all the women fancy him, but he also becomes uncontrollably aggressive. I'm not saying this person's aggressive at all. And in the end, he gets put into jail. He falls in love with somebody for the first time because he feels like he's unlovable, very Chiron, and then gets put into jail or gets taken away because he's overtaken by jealousy and rage, I think, and commits a crime with regards to falling for this guy. I can't remember the end. But this has got this feeling, it's like somebody who's sweet-natured and bruised in some way, who needs to somehow skip the testosterone and just go back to being a child again. So this person's intentions towards you, I think, genuine and sweet, but this in trying to get, well, I'm trying to say he's trying to get it back on track, or she's trying to get it back on track through fear and obsession and just wanting to express themselves. I'm going to leave that there because I think I should have probably stopped about 5 minutes ago because I think that's quite clear. Yeah, clear as mud. Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. Bye. Okay, this has got, in fact, all the piles have got a similar feel. Why does this always happen? I don't know if it's, it just feels very similar to the last pile because it feels like upset in the past, and this guy is like, or this lady is like knight or knightess in shining armour coming towards you and charging towards you to make things right. There's a feeling here of somebody who has long-term prospects, commitments. They have long-term potential with regards to you two being, I can't say this in a correct way, the Saturn, the Ten of Cups and the Justice. This person wants to spend a long time with you is what I'm trying to say in a not very clear way. It feels like the Ten of Cups, there's an established feeling, the Justice card, and these are like a card of marriage. Saturn is normally a commitment in astrology reading and synergy reading. The Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment, normally depicted with a family. And the Justice card oftentimes means, like a wedding. So this is somebody that has true, I can't say the words. This person wants to spend a long time with you. I'm going to leave it there. You've got here the cards at the beginning, the Five of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This already, and this is sort of follows through with the other cards as a feeling of loss. Something's happened between the pair of you where you possibly feel like you're trying to scrabble to get this relationship back on track. The Queen of Wands, with regards to their intentions, is somebody that's prepared to put the effort in to get there. The Tower card behind adds to this Five of Cups card of this relationship in some way, shape or form going through a bad patch, to put it nicely. And subconsciously this person is trying is never a good word, is wondering what the next step's going to be. What can they do? How can they get this moving? This to me at the top goes together with the World. Consciously what they're thinking is it's ended. This is difficult. How are we going to get this moving? But subconsciously there's still a thought that they've got something that they can hold on to with the Five. Yeah, there, with the Five of Cups here. It's like, some of the cups have fallen over, but this is like, oh my God, there's so many cards. There's not so many films I'm thinking of. When people are, what's that film directed by Angelina Jolie when it's a man who's gone to a prisoner of war camp and they give him so many horrendous situations to go through and he's knocked down, gets up, and there's a scene actually when he's holding something across his shoulders and then it's like really heavy and he's been knocked down over and over again. This person has this spirit with regards to this connection. It's like somebody who wants to move forward and is going to do it with the Saturn and the Knight of Pentacles in a very steady and practical way. This isn't somebody, oh hold on, I've just seen the top card again. They want to come towards you in a very steady and Saturnian and Pentacle type energy, but what they're going to do is there's going to be a bit of charging at the end. This is like somebody who may actually think the way forward to get towards you is to make a plan and ends up actually just jumping in at the end with the Knight of Swords here. You're coming across as hurt. They're coming across as hurt. There's lots of tears in this situation. If this doesn't feel like you, this isn't your pile, because if you're coming out like this, they're coming out like this, you've got the Tower behind, this is quite a traumatic situation between two people that may have a very long-term or strong connection, because the Ten of Cups and Justice and the Saturn, if there isn't a long-term connection, there's definitely long-term intentions. And I feel that your person, with regards to their intentions towards you, is trying to do the steady, correct thing to be able to keep hold of you. I mean, Saturn, Ten of Cups, Justice, Knight of Pentacles in the forward position. And what they... Hold on, let me just put another one. Yeah, I think there's going to be some sort of confession or some sort of revelation or some sort of emotional plea to where this person is trying to let you know where you should be in their life, which is nice. It's like somebody trying to do the good thing through her. It's like, you know, somebody with a strong spirit who is knocked down repeatedly, the situation isn't working, and they're always trying to look for the best solution. You know, this is like somebody who you want to be your boss. Because when shit happens, which it does in work and relationships, they're trying to think, it's happened, what next? It's happened, what can we do next to fix it? You know, good intentions, and I think what feels like a very steady, sweet heart. And this person's intentions towards you are to fix this. And to end this here, down here, you know, to end up, this person feels like they're possibly, feels traumatized, feels like they're awake at night. This doesn't have to be just at night, does it? I mean, this is like, you know, when you wake up, that you're their first thought in the morning, but it hurts. And you're here like it hurts all the time. So this could have been an established relationship that has split. This could be a past relationship where you've spent some time together and it's ended, and this person wants to get you back and is prepared to plot and plan. But in the end, I think it's almost, it feels here with the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, that you know, it feels like you could even run into each other in some way, and this person blurts out something even though their intentions are to move steadily towards you. It's like a confession or an emotional expression that makes you feel good if that's what you want. But there are endings here, there's difficulties here, and there is a need to get this back on track, and that's their intentions. Okay, pile number 3. I'm going to leave that there because I feel I repeat myself if you carry on, and that is straightforward to me from these cards here, which I suppose these cards are really easy to read, I think, compared to some other cards, and you can see where this is going yourself. I mean, this is in the past, and you know, the intentions for the end card are to slowly resurrect a situation that's ended, and it feels like fast action with an emotional expression. I'm going to leave that there, pile number 3. Thank you very much for spending time with me, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.